can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Get drown out my problems. Let me.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! Mike's 50. I don't think you Bravo.
Here's Mayfield. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation,
first half,
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now it's gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. After the interception, here's Goff. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his...
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5 now. Goff looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block and find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. This complete to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Buying time. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Keep playing. To number 36. A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Dolphins.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, D. Let's 57.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block anyone at the line of scrimmage. Then get up to the second level and create some space.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Throwing on third. Goff. Looking for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Badgley able to knock this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mayfield. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mayfield now forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing, Mayfield, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Out of the gun. Wrong. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Alert, 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 alert. Set, my God.
Now Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker, as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Mayfield to throw it. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Line 20. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And the pass complete to Anunwa. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. On first down, it's Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In order to play a really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? From the gun, here's Goff. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A gain there of 21 yards.
Alert! 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 Hey, dude!
Mayfield now from the 50. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And Rudolph has it left side. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Nashville. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Goff now looking to throw. Funches has it complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Hey, alert 33. Smooth.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Carl Lawson, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's Mayfield. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19, and an unlikely first down. First down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Pierre Desir. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Gall. And his throw's going to be incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. He was looking for a Nunwa there. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Go!
Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And got his man complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Carl Lawson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
What we got?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
2nd down, it's Henderson. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Fielded just inside the 30. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Under 10. Up, 10.
Take four. Shift.
Mine's 54.
Pistol.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ward. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Alert! Hey, wahoo!
On third down, Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Andy Isabella was the intended target. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Three down. Hey, check.